sometimes. In fact, one man has played them all from the very beginning. All of them. FOX-13's Todd Belcher is going to introduce you now to this self-proclaimed video games guru.
At some point in almost every day, you can find Todd Rogers firmly planted in front of his television, usually trying to outdo something he's done before. Today, it's Crazy Taxi. Crazy Taxi!
The graphics and game capabilities these days have progressed so much farther than the bang of the Pac-Man.
But Rogers has an appreciation for Pac-Man. You see, if you remember when Pac-Man was a celebrity, then you know when Todd Rogers was a celebrity. He still has all of his old game consoles, some that date back more than 2 decades. As a kid, Rogers got hooked. Then he got good. Then he got noticed by a game company called Activision.
And in their brochures, they say, well, if you beat the high score on this particular title, you would get recognition. And that's what started the avalanche of high scores. Just submitting my scores time after time again, and then they finally brought me to a convention to show my stuff.
Rogers is still the world record holder in literally hundreds of titles.
On Donkey Kong for the 2600, it's a little over 15 million. That's after 38 hours of gameplay.
And Pac-Man? 3,225,628 after 48 hours of straight play. He still holds the record for the longest playing time, 86 hours.
That one plays longer than me. It should stand for quite some time.
His personal favorite record? Dragster on the Atari 2600.
My time was 300 of a second quicker than the computer's perfect one.
So Rogers traveled the country, promoted video games, rubbed elbows with celebrities, and became one in his own right.
The king of video games, amassing high scores along with the mystique of, oh God, here's Todd Rogers again. I better watch my high scores. He'll nab it from me, you know.
But then the fad began to fade.
That's terrible. There really wasn't a market for competition as it was in the early 80s, in the latter part of the 80s towards the 90s. So, and of course they had Game Genies and Game Sharks where you can just put a code in and bam, you're at the end of the game.
But in 1999, video games and Todd Rogers started to come back. And this time, he's going to create his own game.
Hopefully by the end of the year, maybe next year, it will be on the PC market.
Until then, he'll fire up the TV and try to hold on to his title as one of the best.
It's a great way of relaxing and, of course, bringing the competitive spirit out and showing, hey, look, I'm still with it, even after 20 years. That was a good lift-off right there, but my speed probably wasn't up.
Charlie Belcher, FOX-13 News.
Todd has his own website with every one of his record-breaking scores posted, and you can visit it. Check out all his scores for yourself at beatthechamp.com.
Russia's latest